Welcome back, everyone. Today, what we are going to be working on is a project that I have been thinking about and planning for quite some time now, and I'm super excited to finally be able to get started with it. Now, you might remember from way back in, I think, episode 9, when I went to the Nether for the first time, I raided a bastion and died a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean it was a lot. So many times did I die, and in the end, I finished falling into lava, which was even worse because I lost everything that I had collected. So today, what we are going to do is we are going to go back to that bastion, and we are going to finish what we started and do something a little bit special on top of that. Before we can take on the bastion, once again, we are going to need to collect a few different items so that we can be sure that we are successful in our endeavor. So in order to do that, I have already gone into the Nether and collected a few things here. So if you open this, you can see we've got all of this stuff from when I was in the Nether, but the important thing is that I got 6 wither skeleton skulls because we need a couple more beacons in order to help us with our project. And because we need more beacons, what we need to do is fight the wither a couple more times in order to get those nether stars collected. From the last time we fought the wither, I have a couple of potions here of strength and a couple of potions of night vision that we'll be able to use for these wither fights. So we should be all set now to go out and take them on. We are down here in our tunnel and all set to fight the wither. So we're going to get these placed. Let me get the skulls out. We go 1, 2, and come on, 3. All right. Whoa, we gotta run. And we should be able to get this guy pretty quickly. Have 2 nether stars, so we'll be able to get our second or 2 more beacons, and that's all good to go. All right, I've got some glass and obsidian, so we should be able to craft up these 2 beacons nice and easy. The reason why we need 2 more beacons is because if we have a total of 3 beacons, let's place these out here, we can have 1 for haste, 1 for resistance, and then 1 for regeneration, and that will help us be able to take on the bastion without dying. The other item that I've prepared to help us in the Nether is a respawn anchor, and we'll be able to use this to be able to respawn if I die at all while taking on the bastion. I think we are now ready to head into the Nether and take on the bastion. We've got our upgraded netherite gear from the last episode. We've got 2 extra beacons and the respawn anchor just in case we die. So let's get in and take this bastion on. We are here at the bastion, and the piglins are ready for us. Look at that piglin brood over there. We've got to watch out for him. All right, we have everything taken care of with this bastion. And the reason why I took it all the way down to ground level is for a combination of reasons. The first was that there's something that I want to build here. And the second is that one of the blocks that I want to use is this gilded blackstone. So we were able to collect not only this 54 that we have here, but I also have a full stack here. So that is a pretty good start. We may end up having to go out and get a few more just because that's not probably going to be enough for what I want to build. But this is where we're going to be working, and I've got a great design that I want to put in to make a build here. Here is another bastion that I found, and this one we're not going to take all the way down. What I am going to do though is set up the beacons. We're going to go in, clear it of the piglins and the piglin brutes, and then we'll take whatever gilded blackstone we can find. We've got 2 piglin brutes over here. Let's see how well our beacons will work. I mean, it's a little unfair because they can't even get up here, but yeah, it works pretty well. All right, here's a piglin brute and a couple other guys. Let's see how it works. And 1, 2. All right, there we go. And one more. Oh my goodness, there's so many of these. We're surrounded. Whoa. Okay, that was almost close. There we go. That one. And oh boy. All right. That is. We survived. I thought we weren't going to make it. After going through the bastion, I was able to collect 50 gilded blackstone plus a bunch of other things. Probably won't need some of this stuff, but we're going to take what we have. Here we are in front of our third bastion, and this might be the last one. I think we are going to be able to get quite a bit from this. This is one of the bigger ones, so let's get this started. Oh, here come 2. Oh, 3. Are we going to be able to do it? I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling confident. And yes, we did. We made it out with 41 gilded blackstone, which is not as much as I was hoping for, but it was enough for what we need. Now that we have the gilded blackstone, there are a few other resources that I'll need to collect before we can start building. We are going to need ink sacs, black terracotta, nether wart, black concrete, a lot of black concrete, nether bricks, polished basalt, nether wart block, crimson fence gates, polished deep slate stairs, and a bunch of lava buckets. Well, I think we have collected everything and we are all set to get building. So let's go ahead and get this project going. You can just make out the build in the background and you've got the nether fog and it's just right there. It's looking good. We've got some terraforming done so that it fits into the landscape a little bit better and it's not just sitting there. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at it. Now coming up on it, you can just see we have the full design here all the way around. Even started doing some of the terraforming in the back, and we've got, of course, the ghast trying to destroy our hard work. As I was saying, so we've got this view here. Now the light's missing because the ghast took it out and I'll have to replace it. On the inside here, we've got the gradient going on with the nether wart blocks, the red nether bricks, the regular nether bricks, black terracotta, and then black concrete. And up in the ceiling, you can see the gilded blackstone that we have being used to sort of highlight this arch. Now, when I tested this out in the overworld, This is actually a lot darker because the light isn't quite the same as what it's like in the Nether. And so here it's a little bit more exposed than kind of what I was intending when I came up with this design, but I think it still works and it came together really well. I really like these lights here too that we have. I think they add a lot of atmosphere to this place. Down here, you might notice that we have this little area, which is a remnant from the bastion that was here. So this is largely unchanged. And I've got glass so that you can walk over it and look down. And so this is sort of just a mini exhibit of what this bastion was and a sign of what it was there. And then I just put the gilded black stone to decorate this area a little bit. Now for the lava, what I did was I put some glass in front of it to sort of mute how bright it is when it's not got the shaders on. And then when the shaders are on, it has sort of a darker look than what the rest of the lava is. So I think that's a really nice little effect. But yeah, this is going to be just a nice little build that we have out here in the Nether that we can come out and take a look at occasionally. We're missing another light here from a ghast that blew that up. So this is just very not ghast friendly at all. But yeah, that's the build. That's going to do it for today's episode. It's been so much fun working on this project and coming up with this design. Building it was a little bit of a challenge because of how many nether mobs are out here and having to contend with all of them, whether it was the piglins or the ghast or the skeletons. They just made the process a little bit longer than normal, but it was still a good project to do. I'm really happy to have it done now. Next episode, we are going to be doing a little bit of some builds in the overworld, and they are going to be based on the one of the comments that I received on the last episode. So you'll definitely want to check it out if you want to see what that was all about. And until next time, I think that's going to do it. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been great having you here. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And until next time, see you later.